Oh, I was continuing to what Lois said about not feeling well and thinking like I should feel better or I should be able to work more or I should be nicer or should do this or should do that.
Yes.
And then you just push yourself.
Right. So it's all conditioning. See, we are conditioned by society that we should be producing more, we have to do this, we have to do this. So all this is being on the surface. Like we are at the center, that is where we are. God or ourself is the same. There is no difference between God and us. This is Advaita philosophy or non-duality. We are like a waves of the ocean. God is ocean, we are the waves. But waves and ocean are the same. If you identify yourself as waves, then you have beginning, middle and end. You have suffering, but you identify yourself as an ocean, you are free. Okay, so we have to live like ocean and not become like a waves, not identifying ourselves with smaller part of our being. We are not the body, we are not senses, we are not the mind. We are programmed by society, this, and we have to stay focused that who am I, asking the question, because everything else is changing. Body is changing, the world is changing, our sensations, senses, perception changes, our mind changes, our emotions change, but something remains constant, and that is awareness that I am. So when we focused on the awareness of I am, which is only consciousness, then we create distance between our body, our senses and our mind. Like I am not the mind, I am not the body, I am not the senses. So we don't get pushed into it. But when you get involved, you are on the surface, you are not focused, then all the senses are open, mind is open, and situation pushes. So we lose the focus and we magnify the thing. Actually, acceptance is one of the key for healing. See, when you start fighting yourself, I'm not saying not being positive is one thing, but when you fight yourself, why me? Just like you are angry, like, then you are stopping the flow of energy. But when you surrender, like say, God, just whatever, let me use this life for being useful to serve thee. With this approach, we don't complain. And then when we are at rest, healing takes place or pain is reduced. Okay. So we don't need to push ourselves. Acceptance doesn't mean that you become a coward or don't use any effort. Don't be lazy. This is why the prayer of serenity, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Give me strength to change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. This is what it is. This is exactly karma yoga. We do everything we can, but something we cannot do, we accept and surrender. So it is not laziness, it is constructive philosophy, because use all the potential. And for healing, whatever we can do, we try. But then it's not in our hands, then we surrender. Okay. But general thing, pushing, conditioning, people say you should do this, and we force ourselves that I should be doing this, I should be doing more. All this we let go, become more centered and just do the best you can. Enjoy life. flow with the life. That is the message.